let's do Drummer Boy, then Jack Frost, and then we'll end things off with King Kong.
Yeah,
Escapes.
order of length.
I agree. Okay, great. Perfect. Then yeah, is there anything else we need to go over, or can we get started?
What if he's a disagree and you're just disagreeing on how long they are? Like, no, this is an objective fact. I don't think so. I disagree on their length.
You disagree on their length. Okay, what
I think they're lying.
Who's lying?
They.
They?
You know who they are.
They, thems? I don't think that all of them are lying.
You know who they are. Wait, what are you talking about? No, them. Those, I just tried to make a joke and it didn't land.
Okay. All right, Mafoony, you goofball. You know what, Mafoony? This is your third time on the episode. Why don't you do the intro?
Crap.
There you
Welcome.
go. Perfect. Oh, you're still going. Okay, fine. Don't let me step on your toes here. You go ahead. Go ahead.
Step on them. Step on them like this is a dance number.
It's not a dance number. It's a podcast.
It's it is like a podcast about dance numbers.
That would be well. Then this podcast would be called Too Many Dance Numbers, but that's not what it's called.
But we're not, because we're called Too Many Movies.
Ooh, walked me right into that one. Sure. Yeah, we got Mafoony here on Too Many Movies. We got another person here on Too Many Movies. William, you're here, right?
I wasn't paying attention. I was looking up something else. I didn't realize we're already recording.
We're already recording. Like, come on.
You're recording.
I am recording, actually. That is a fact.
No.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway, let me just say...
The rest of the episode is just silence for an hour and a half.
Someday we'll do an episode like that, but not today, because we've already started talking.
It's the picture of mayonnaise from Rocko's Modern Life just for an hour and a half.
No, you should do a video on Martin Scorsese's silence and just be silent the whole time.
Ooh. Well, not yet, Minion, not yet. Anyway, let me just say that I gotta say, this is probably the episode that has changed the most since its conception to us pressing the record button today.
in that we added an extra person and then switched out one of the pre-planned movies with a meme.
Yeah, so originally this was supposed to be a Jack Frost episode. It still technically is, but I wanted to do what we did last year. We talked about Jack Frost and Jack Frost, so I thought, let's make a Jack Frost episode every year. I think that would be fun. And we're still technically doing that because we do have a Jack Frost to talk about today, but some things came up. Obviously, the Jack Frosts we were going to be talking about, I didn't own either of them yet. So I thought, okay, to tie it into the podcast theme, I get something I own and we talk about that. And I remember this, maybe I remember this differently than you do, William, but I feel like I remember you telling me that Little Drummer Boy, the Rankin Bass cartoon, scared you as a kid.
Yes, I have weird fucking history of this as a kid for some godforsaken reason.
Okay.
And you wanted me to talk about that as an adult at some point. So
yeah.
you said, let's do Little Drummer Boy.
Yes.
But then at one point we said, hey, we should have an episode with William and Mafoony on it because that would be the most brain rot thing ever.
Mm-hmm.
So they said, let's do the next one. Like, yeah, sure, we'll bring Mafoony on for the Christmas episode.
Yep.
But then in doing so, we kind of... the two of us kind of gaslit you into wanting to do King Kong Escapes.
You really did. It really is funny how like Mafoony and you just one day were just like, oh yeah, we're also talking about King Kong Escapes. And I'm like, okay. I just kind of accepted it.
I know it became part of the lineup, but then Jack Frost was dropped. So I mean,
there's joking about us talking about it. I thought it would just be the two of us making jokes about it in passing, and then Hal just like, okay, I'll buy the movie at Bull Moose then.
Well, no, not necessarily. So literally I was in New York for Thanksgiving, and down on Long Island, they have this store called Mr. Cheapo's, which is Bull Moose-esque. I'll describe it like that. Where, yeah, they have a bunch of old movies. So I thought, wouldn't it be funny if I just find King Kong Escapes at this fucking store? Lo and behold, I find it on DVD, and I'm like, I have to. I just have to.
Is this a bigger or smaller coincidence than the time you found the two Jakes just randomly?
Oh, yeah. No, that is literally the exact store. Yeah. So, again, months before when I was at that store, or the day before I went to Cheapo's for the first time, I watched Chinatown. Good movie. And I told you guys that. And yeah, both you and Lily Mafoony were just like, oh, so you're going to watch the Two Jakes next. I'm like, that's not streaming anywhere. I go to Mr. Cheapo's the next day, literally on the top of the crate of VHSs is a VHS tape of the Two Jakes. And I'm like, I have to get it. So this Cheapo's that I keep going to is cursed or blessed, whatever you want to describe it as. Blurst. It is a Blurst store. I love it. It's a good store. I'll go back someday. But okay, that's all the lore I have to say.
Someone's listening to the podcast and they're just putting out movies. Actually, not even the podcast. They're just stalking.
They're in your walls. There's an image of a monkey's paw on the door.
There probably is next time I'll go there. All right.
And a monkey's paw is a great segue into what we're talking about today.
The Little Drummer Boy. Oh, wait.
Yeah.
It would have been perfect to go right into Not Yet, Minion. All right. William.
To be fair, there is like an actual reason to do it. Because all of these movies were made by the same company, technically.
Exactly. We're all technically correct. The best kind of correct. But anyway, William, I want you to get started on Little Drummer Boy. So
for some reason, when I was like 5 years old, because I guess I wasn't used to stop motion yet, I just saw like the images on screen of the Little Drummer Boy coupled with like I guess like the bad VHS era audio quality of the song, and it just weirded me out and freaked me out as a kid. I didn't want to be in the same room as it playing.
Mm-hmm. That explains
it
perfectly.
Like the original analog horror.
Yes, the Little Drummer Boy is analog horror.
Honestly, yeah, it probably is.
I mean, to be fair, like you just hear that. Oh,
yeah.
Not a very happy song at that point.
No, it's
now hearing it in not good quality, but passable quality on the Blu-ray. It's like, okay, it is a happier song that I remember it being, but also it's not Christmas Baby Please Come Home. So why does it matter?
Right, exactly. Yeah. So that just I find fascinating. I love finding out what people were scared of when they were kids. That's like one of my favorite things.
Dude, I was a fucking coward when I was a kid.
I mean, we all were because we were, literal children. Yeah.
And now it's like, hey kid, here's all your worst nightmares just on my shelf for fun.
Yeah, exactly. You watch some of the scariest movies ever, and we just laugh at them now. Amazing.
It's like I got actually jump scared for real by the scene in the original Friday the 13th as a kid, and now I have a poster of it on one of my walls.
Right, yeah. It's amazing what you're scared of as a kid.
And owning your fears.
Yeah, owning your fears, that too, yeah. I don't know. I was never really scared. Well, I can't say I was ever scared of Rankin Bass stop motion as a kid. I was maybe freaked out a little bit by, the Abominable Snow Monster and Rudolph. But it was like stuff I'm supposed to be afraid of. Like, again, the Abominable Snow Monster. Whereas, I don't know, I was never really afraid watching Little Drummer Boy. But I guess that's just because I watched it a lot growing up. So I was kind of used to it after a while.
I think it's like by that point I'd seen Rudolph, which had wackier things, so I was more okay with that. But it was like this special for some reason, and I think like the wizard dude from Santa Claus Was Coming to Town were like a little too much at that point.
Right, yeah.
Now at this point, it's like Santa Claus Was Coming to Town is also just one of the better Rankin Bass specials too.
Right, that too. Yeah, I think. I mean, no matter what, I think Little Drummer Boy is kind of a black sheep of the Rankin Bass canon, if you will. In a way,
it's weird.
It's weird
because like for a couple things. One, it was like the third one they did for Christmas specials, so like they were still figuring things out. They chose Little Drummer Boy as the song, and it doesn't really follow the song at all when you actually look at the lyrics.
Right? Yeah.
It's also only less than a half hour long. Most of them are the 40-minute length. This one's only a half-hour special.
Yeah.
So like it's at lightning speed. And for all the Christmas specials they do, they never really tackle the religious elements of the holiday that often, if at all. It's really just this and maybe like one or two other things.
Yeah.
But even then, as I'm saying that, they also don't really tackle the religious elements in this special either.
No, they just take place at the time of Jesus's birth. They don't really tackle Jesus's birth until the very end when it's like, hey, by the way, Jesus is born.
Yeah, he bumbles into it.
Yeah.
Like, it has absolutely nothing to do with the entirety of the special. He just stumbles into Bethlehem at the end,
Yeah.
and Jesus is just already there.
Yeah,
And they never even
exactly.
say him by name.
No, but I feel like even as a kid, I understood.
You see the manger and people there, and it's like, okay, it's Jesus.
Yeah, and you get like the three
Did-
wise men and the shepherds
Right.
coming. Sorry, Mafoony, go ahead.
No, I was joking. I was like, oh wait, I think I figured out because I had no familiarity with this subject
Mm-hmm.
of the little drummer boy. I think I've heard the song once.
Yeah.
So as soon as we got to Three Kings, I was like, oh, this is about Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh, it's about Jesus.
Oh, yes. I mean, yeah, growing up, I knew of the song and I knew of the special, and it never really clicked with me.
I knew of the Jesus.
And I knew of the Jesus. But it never really clicked with
Jesus
me.
Rolls, the sequel to that one movie.
Yeah, no. So I'm very nostalgic for this special. I will admit, looking at it from an adult standpoint, it's not great. I will still say I like it a lot. I have a very special place in my heart for this one. I think because growing up, even though it didn't have Santa, it didn't have reindeer, it didn't have snowmen, it literally takes place in the Middle East, as it should, because this is around the time that Jesus was being born. So I think growing up, I kind of thought it's like, oh, it's cool. I'm watching a Christmas special that doesn't have the traditional Christmas aesthetics that I'm used to. Like, it actually is trying to harken back to what Christmas is all about. Whether or not it succeeds at that, I guess that's up to, you as a viewer. But I still kind of appreciate that at least Rankin Bass was willing to attempt that.
Yeah, I was gonna say that they don't even mention Christmas by name, but then I remember because it didn't exist yet, dumbass.
Yeah, but they referenced Christmas in the Flintstones Christmas special, and yet that was before Jesus was born.
The Bad Rock
Right.
Bog. Like, the Flintstones Christmas Carol, it's like, I saw that as a kid, and ever since then, just in the back of my mind, I just have the image of Betty and Wilma saying, the Bad Rock Bog, forever ingrained.
I've never seen the Flintstones Christmas special, but I have to watch it now because
It's like for like the two random Hanna-Barbera Christmas things that are ingrained in my mind. That and the opening of the Johnny Bravo Christmas episode. Yes, Johnny Bravo is technically a Hanna-Barbera character.
yeah.
And when he's just walking in his room, goes, Christmas gifts from Santa Claus, the kind you get for free. That fucking jingle, for no good reason, is just permanently etched into my brain.
Yeah.
I don't know why. It has Donny Osmond of the Osmond family.
That's the show that introduced me to Donny Osmond.
Yeah.
I think it introduced a lot of us to Donny Osmond.
I am curious though to hear you guys. So I watched it on VHS because I bought a brand new VHS for this. So as a kid, I grew up, it was on VHS, and I guess I watched it so many times to the point that the VHS broke. And so, yeah, I mean, it was around the time that I was trying to upgrade all the VHS tapes to DVDs and Blu-rays anyway. So it's like, all right, let me get this on DVD. But I'm curious, how did you guys watch this special specifically?
YouTube.
So you don't know which version specifically you ended up watching?
I mean, the YouTube version might be the VHS transfer.
I mean, it was pretty decent, I'd say. So it probably wasn't from VHS.
Maybe it was a DVD version then.
So, I mean, this movie has a weird history with the transfers. Because
Oh yeah, like I can tell you that too, because like I watched it on the recent Blu-ray that came out, that complete 18 set that from both Universal and Warner Brothers together.
Yeah, I have the same one. That's how I watched Jack Frost.
Yeah. And I watched it there, and it's like, wow, they didn't give a fuck about restoring this one.
Yeah, I mean, in fairness, they
Vintage.
couldn't. They technically couldn't because, what was it? It was like
I guess they lost the original negative, right?
Yeah, because the film's original 35mm negative went missing during the transfer of elements from Broadway video to family home entertainment. And then a 16mm print was located, and then an unreleased stereo soundtrack. But, so, this is the part that really annoys me. So the DVD version is the technically upgraded version. So you get like a nicer soundtrack. The visuals look about as on par with the VHS. So it's like, all right, there's no real difference there, but whatever. Do I need to see Little Drummer Boy in 4K? No. But the point that really bothers me is that the soundtrack is all out of whack. They don't have certain sound effects. Which is really pissing me off because the most important sound effect is the drum sound effect. They don't have it in the fucking Little Drummer Boy.
Which, like, even if you don't have the original sound effect, you can just have a drum sound effect.
Yeah, at least. But the other thing too that really pissed me off was a piece of narration in one of the final scenes. They used a scratch track that was, Paul Frees. So Paul Frees is in this special because he's in a bunch of fucking Rankin Bass.
He's in most of them.
He's in most of them. And so
he's also in the American edited version of Godzilla Raids Again, known as Gigantus the Fire Monster.
Yeah, everyone's favorite movie.
So if you want to hear Paul Frees do a bad Japanese accent, there you go.
I mean, we'll get to hear him do a bad Japanese accent in one of the movies we're talking about today, but not yet.
Well, you got
not even a
I did
Japanese
get
accent in that movie.
Yeah.
I thought he was just doing his thing.
Oh, that's just how he talks.
It's funny because, like, apparently at one point people thought that what was his name? Dawes Butler was in that dub. Like, in the one book I have, it says that. So they said, yeah, he does a drunk Yogi Bear impression for one of the Japanese guys, but it's like, he's not in that special. Someone else is in that special.
Hey, boo-boo, I see King Kong.
Are they sure they don't meant Gigantus the Fire Monster with the guy who actually sounds like Yogi Bear?
Well, that's the dude nobody invited.
I invited him, actually.
Oh, okay.
I invited Mafoony.
You did. You did.
Hal invited me, so really it's your fault.
Sure, I'll take full responsibility on Mafoony. Anyway, point is, Paul Frees, I guess, did the scratch narration before they got Greer Garson to do the actual narration for the movie. But again, in this stereo soundtrack they found, they forgot to put in her ending narration, or they forgot to put like even just a moment of her narration at one point. So then you just hear Paul Frees narrating randomly for one shot, and it's like it's a really sloppy restoration of the movie is what I'm trying to say, and it's really obnoxious that it has to exist like this in nicer quality, quote unquote, because again, the Blu-ray from what I've seen doesn't look that like impressive visually. I guess the soundtrack
it had like a yellow filter over a lot of the beginning parts from what I remember from a week ago.
So it takes place in Mexico.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
In the
they got it wrong. His name is actually Jesus.
Oh, so that's how they get Jose Ferrer into this movie.
I was so disappointed to find out because I learned about him. I'm like, oh wait, he's George Clooney's nephew. Holy shit, George Clooney's one of us. And like, oh wait, no, he's by marriage. Never mind.
Yeah. So the villain, Ben Haramed, is voiced by Jose Ferrer, who was a very famous actor back in the day. Great actor. He's in Lawrence of Arabia. He's also Emperor of the Universe in David Lynch's Dune, which I'm sure that was really funny to find out. But yeah, fun fact there. But anyway, that's why I got this on VHS again, because when I upgraded to the DVD for the family collection and I watched it, horrible DVD, horrible transfer. The menu's also really cursed because it has like it has Aaron kind of doing this weird 3D motion. Like they took a picture of his model and they animated it weirdly on the menu where he's just like moving around in this weird fashion. I honestly can't even describe it. I guess just like look it up. I'm sure there's like a recording of the menu somewhere on YouTube.
Is it one of those weird things where it looks like they just edited something in Photoshop to make it look like that? Or
exactly. Yeah, exactly. It's bizarre.
Well, this is like Alpha Video Core, I think.
Yo, Alpha Video, let's go.
So
there's a reason it's not called Beta Video, that's for sure.
No, that's different.
Davis has posted in our group chat that there's a big Shout Factory sale going on Amazon right now. You can get the 4K of Escape from New York for $14.
Ooh, that's nice. The
4K for Black Christmas is only $17 right now.
Ooh, I literally just watched that before we started recording because I have it on Blu-ray. Fucking phenomenal film.
What I'm hearing is that next year you and me have to do Christmas Evil and Black Christmas.
Sure, whatever.
We could do Black Christmas, the original and the remake.
Which remake? There's two of them.
Both remakes. Yeah, we got to do them all. Anyway, so honestly, the reason I kept Little Drummer Boy in this lineup is because I wanted to bring attention the fact that its transfer on the DVD and Blu-ray is ass, and that if you guys are able to ever watch it, please watch the VHS transfer if you're even a little bit interested. But I mean, does anybody really care about this movie besides me? I mean,
here's the thing, though. Even if they only have a 16mm transfer, they can still clean that up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it's like they could have at least done something.
Right, yeah.
Because even if they just do a basic bitch upscale, it's like, I feel like, I don't even know if they even did that. Because it just doesn't look that amazing, and like, they probably... Because, like, okay, does the VHS version have, like, the missing audio?
No, the VHS version is fine. Like, it's literally whatever the original airing of it, like, on TV was. It's literally just that. So they couldn't just
take the sound effects from that, then?
I feel like they should, yeah. I don't understand why they don't. It's probably because they're lazy.
Because it's like... if they don't have access to the sound effects for the narration, I guess, then use the scratch track will probably at least something instead of silence. But if the VHS version was fine, just do that.
Yeah, literally the VHS version, I didn't know any of these issues until I got it on DVD. Like, growing up, watching the VHS version, it was never a problem. It always seemed fine to me. So I don't understand why then you can't just apply that to some other version. I don't know how it works. I will admit I'm a dumbass when it comes to transferring movies, but even still, it can't be that hard to make it at least a little bit more presentable than what the DVD version is.
Because, like, even if they are using... Because, sure, there'd be an audio quality difference if they just use the VHS audio and on the Blu-ray. Mm-hmm. But, like, if it's only for certain things, people would understand. I don't even know if everyone would even notice. And it's like, well, it's better than nothing.
Right, exactly. So...
And, like, for other things, like the drums, it doesn't even need to be original sound effect. You just have him drumming.
Yeah, you can easily recreate that. But I guess then you'd have to qualify it as a special edition, in which case, okay, then do that. I don't know. Just anything.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure... And this is one of the ones that Universal owns. So, like, they have a history of putting their own stock music in things. Right, Mafoony?
Yes. Oh, that would have been so appropriate for the other movie in that double feature.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Hal, you probably experienced that for this video.
Probably, yeah. I probably did. But is there anything else we need to say about Little Drummer Boy?
Well, we didn't talk at all about what actually happens in the Little Drummer Boy.
Do you care?
The stop motion's pretty good.
I think it's very funny that Aaron had, like, one bad thing happen to him ever. He's like, I hate all humans.
I mean, yeah, I will say
it's
that.
It's a very bad thing, to be fair.
I mean, look, his parents died. Boo-hoo.
Yeah, it was a year ago. Get over it.
Get over it.
I'm picturing Will in the Star Wars prequels telling that to Anakin, like, oh my god, dude, get over your mom do this. Get over it, come on.
Oh, Mafoony, this happens in the Michael Keaton Jack Frost.
Oh, yeah.
Your dad died, get over it.
So you see, this is technically a Jack Frost movie. His parents died.
Like, the bully, like, his dad dies on Christmas, and a year later, the bully kid's like, it happened a year ago, get over it.
He wasn't being a bully, he was just helping him.
Just be built different, dumbass.
What a great movie.
You know, I feel like me having the long Mulaney profile pic with that comment is perfect.
Yeah, it's incredibly perfect.
Just get over it, dumbass. I'm gonna go have sex with Olivia Munn from Attack of the Show.
And the Predator.
Oh, everyone's favorite.
I know someone, he's a good friend of mine, but he has the Predator ranked as his favorite Predator film. I'm like, okay.
Honestly powerful.
Good on ya.
Yeah, you can only get mad at that, which honestly makes his pick even funnier. So it's like, good for him.
I'm not trying to be. I'm just like, damn. It's like
my favorite King Kong movie is King Kong Lives.
Well, I'm just kidding.
No, not yet. We have one thing to talk about. Do we want to get into Jack Frost now?
The movie where there is no economy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So Jack Frost. So we're finally talking about the one Jack Frost movie we're talking about today. Again, also Rankin Bass.
And it's also a pseudo sequel to both Frosty's Winter Wonderland and Rudolph and Frosty's Christmas in July, but also not really.
Also not really, yeah.
Because it takes place like 100 years ago.
Kind of?
It takes place in like the 1800s, I think, if anything.
Yeah, I
mean, like you look at that village, it's like 1800s.
Yeah.
But then Frosty's Winter Wonderland, which introduced Jack Frost, takes place in then modern times, along with Christmas in July.
Right.
And it's the same Jack Frost model and design, so it's like, so it's the same character. But no, it's not.
Yeah, no.
Are you sure that this isn't just present-day Greece?
Present-day Greece.
Damn it. I love when like the money guy from Valve takes over a country. Like, didn't that happen? Like, one of the guys from Valve became like Greece's financial advisor or something.
This is the first I'm hearing of this, so you know more about this than I do.
I'm going to do a Google.
The Will's the gamer in the
Greece
chat.
Valve finance minister.
I should add that this is my first exposure to anything Rankin Bass that didn't involve them working with a Japanese studio. So this is a very interesting.
Yeah, that is interesting because, I mean, I don't think Rankin Bass is like, you know, I mean, it's world renowned, obviously, because everybody knows about Rudolph and Frosty growing up. But I think that is interesting that Mafoony, yeah, you grew up knowing more about their Japanese movies that they worked on than their actual like Christmas specials.
One. I never saw a stop motion one front to back, but I did see part of one in that one scene from Batman and Robin.
Oh, they worked on Batman and Robin. Oh wait,
no. I mean,
yeah. I remember. Yeah, there's that one clip of Snow Miser during Mr. Freeze's segment. Yeah. Okay, yeah. It's been a while since
I know that a lot, very well.
Beginning in March 2012, Varoufakis was hired as the economist in residence at the video game company Valve, and then he was elected to the Greek Parliament representing Syriza and took office in the new government. Alexis, I'm not pronouncing this, 2 days later on January 27, 2015.
That's so funny.
But yeah, Mafoony is the one guy who knows Rankin Bass from King Kong Escapes instead of Rudolph, which is incredible.
Yeah. So
when someone says, "Oh, Rankin Bass," oh, they made King Kong Escapes and The Last Dinosaur and The Ivory Ape.
Yeah.
And nothing
and
else.
The Bushido Blade.
So
that one I haven't seen.
All right, so this was your introduction to Rankin Bass like Christmas special. So you've seen Little Drummer Boy, and now you've seen Jack Frost. So I don't know, what are your thoughts, I guess, related to Jack Frost as your first official Rankin Bass Christmas special?
I mean, it technically was. It was the first one I watched of these two. I mean, I think the animation's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I always think that's Rankin Bass and Harryhausen, those kind of guys, they always do pretty damn good stop motion.
Yeah.
It's hard because this movie's only like 40 minutes, so like it's hard to like. It's only 40 minutes, so I wonder how I would feel if like it was a longer movie. Mm-hmm. But I mean, for the story they told, I think they told it pretty well in that time.
Yeah, it's fine. That's the thing.
I'll tell you this.
Yeah, go ahead.
They did make one full-length theatrical film, and it is one of the more baffling projects they've done because it's Rudolph and Frosty's Christmas in July.
I've seen it.
It's something, all right.
Oh, it's something, all right.
The answer is they probably shouldn't be doing full-length theatrical films for the Rankin Bass stop-motion stuff.
No.
I can't say ever because they have done other full-length theatrical movies that aren't related to the Christmas stuff.
Mm-hmm. But like,
because like they did like some of the early Lord of the Rings animated films. They did Last Unicorn.
Yeah.
The Hobbit. They did like Thundercats, didn't they?
Did they? I wouldn't be surprised if they did. That sounds about
right. I'm about
right.
to look it up right now.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, this Jack Frost, so I literally never made the connection that it's supposed to be Frosty's Winter Wonderland for Jack Frost and the Jack Frost from Christmas in July. I guess because those are ones I didn't watch as much growing up. And I didn't watch this one a ton either. Like once or twice growing up, I probably saw it. So this is probably
this is like one of the last ones they did.
Yeah, 79. So I mean, the last
there was only I think there were like 2 or 3 left after this, and one it was like Pinocchio's Christmas Wish, which no, not the Pinocchio, the Leprechaun one.
There's a Leprechaun Wish. There's Pinocchio's Christmas. Yeah, I just watched that one today.
Then the Life and Adventures of Santa Claus.
That was the last one from like 85. So yeah, they did like a bunch in 20 years. That's crazy. They did 18 in 20 years.
Was one more Christmas special from Rankin Bass that came out in 2001.
Mm-hmm.
That's 2D animated. It's Santa Baby,
mm-hmm.
but that one is hard to find because the company that owns that one doesn't exist anymore. So that special is in a legal gray copyright area where we don't really know who has the rights to release this thing.
Yeah. Oh, that just makes me want to watch it even more.
They did in fact work on Thundercats and a bunch of other stuff actually.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, like, because like we're doing King Kong Escapes later, and it's like some of hearing that's like they did a King Kong movie, what? And it's like because
show.
Yeah, they did the King Kong show in the 60s as a co-production with Toei. They have I sometimes I make the joke of Rankin Bass's anime because they offset a lot of the animation to Japan. But, like, no, they literally made an actual anime at one point with Toei, for real.
Right, exactly.
And it's for King Kong.
King Kong gets arrested in that.
Oh, does he?
He gets arrested in a lot of these movies, to be fair.
I mean, yeah, you can't just climb the Empire State Building. Like,
oh, he gets executed for that. He gets arrested and brought to New York.
That too.
They should bring him to Chicago and see what happens there.
Chicago Kong.
Yeah. Da Bears.
Bring him to Albuquerque, New Mexico.
We gotta airmail him to Albuquerque.
But then he takes a wrong turn at Albuquerque.
His plane goes down, but he's okay because he has his tray table up and his seat back in the full upright position.
So Jack Frost. Yeah, like you said, William, there's no economy in this movie.
Yeah, like, we start this movie and it's like, the Russian bad guy, because it's almost the 80s again, the Cold War exists again, took all of the money from the town, so the town has no money at all, at which point it's like, so y'all have nothing to lose, grab the fucking pitchforks, storm the goddamn castle!
Exactly.
How do we transfer goods?
It's like, that's the logic thing of, there is no money at all, no one has money, even the people that own the shop. So it's like, well, then just make up a new currency then, or do bartering. Yeah,
well, see, they do, because they do the ice chips, which I forgot about the ice coins thing, where they take icicles and chop them into coins, and it's like, here, we figured it out. It's
now
like,
we have money.
Yeah. Okay.
For winter only, but it's like, okay, so anyone can make money at any point. So it's like, there's nothing backing this. You can just have unlimited money if you feel like it.
I mean, you bring up a good point, though. Just do bartering. It's like, okay, yeah, trade. That's what people did before currency. They just traded shit. Like, you could do that, too.
And it's like, if there is no economy at all, then you can just take things for free then.
Right, exactly,
there really is no problem at that point.
Yeah, no. So this movie has a very...
How did this country last this long with I don't know.
Yeah, who knows?
Yeah, they had to live, like, if it only snows from the end of November into the early March, you only have money for, I guess, a total of 4 months out of the year. So, what, the remaining 8 months you have no money?
Yeah, what are you doing in those 8 months?
Do you just not buy stuff?
I guess
not.
They
try? Does everyone time it so that they just always have their kids in the winter when they have money so they can support them?
That'd be a way to do it, yeah.
Now, this is a video
you're only allowed to have sex at this time frame of the year, so your child is born when the snow's out.
Now, would Shinzo Abe approve or disapprove of this?
I think he'd be saying, like, well, this was actually...
You know, it's like, hey, at least it's happening.
Hey, if it works, it works.
Do you think Shinzo Abe versus Kubla Kraus, who wins?
Well, Kubla Kraus...
Kubla Kraus had a lot of doohickeys.
He had a lot of doohickeys, and, what ended up being the downfall of Shinzo Abe, if not a doohickey. So...
Correct.
I think Kubla Kraus has it in the bag.
I'm so glad everyone just refers to the gun that killed Shinzo Abe as the doohickey.
I mean,
The
that's
object. The gadget.
I mean,
The contraption.
Inspector Gadget.
I was killed by the device.
Yeah.
Okay, I totally forgot this film came out in 1979. That's very late.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can tell, like, they're not real, because you can tell, especially from the songwriting, that one, they've run out of Christmas songs to use as the basis for a movie, but also, you know, it's been 5 years.
They've also just. This is also like the least Christmassy of most of their specials.
Yes.
It takes place largely during the winter.
Mm-hmm.
If anything, this is a stealth Groundhog Day special.
Yeah, because
that's what I was wondering. Because like I watched this movie and I was looking at the Groundhog. I'm like, wait, is this about Christmas or Groundhog Day?
Yeah, well, it says it was released in December of 1979, but yeah, it has a huge like theming of Groundhog Day, which is early February. You know, literally.
And the bit is just that the game is rigged from the start. Jack Frost and the Groundhog are in cahoots.
Yeah, which is funny. I like that. And I like that it's Buddy Hackett as the as the narrator, which was pretty funny. But yeah, no, this is definitely
Pardon me, Pete, his cousin. Excuse me, Eric.
Excuse me, Eric.
That's the best I could come up with, because I was just looking at something like that. I just thought that was a very funny name to give him.
You know, it's very funny that Paul Frees is in a lot of winter specials.
Oh.
Or just things surrounded with ice.
Hi, I'm Paul Frees. Get this man a snow cone.
Yeah, no, but this is definitely one of the least Christmassy Christmas specials.
There's one Christmas scene shoehorned in the middle of it, which does at least tie thematically into like the whole no one has money thing, because they couldn't actually afford Christmas gifts, so they're all just passing around an empty box and pretending it's a gift.
It's just funny in a morbid kind of way.
It's morbidly wholesome.
Morbidly wholesome. I think that's a good way of putting it. Yeah.
Morsome.
Horribly.
Morbsome.
Horribly.
You know, if Jack Frost controls the snow and ice, he could have carved a note in for Elsa at one point saying, I'm going to go become human real quick so I can date you, BRB.
Yeah, I feel like there's a couple of things they could have done better. Yeah, they really don't do the romance thing very well. I mean, granted, it is, you know, a 40-minute Rankin Bass special. I'm not expecting fucking Romeo and Juliet here.
No excuse. No excuse for that.
No excuse for that? Okay, so...
Banished.
No. You must.
You must.
You must do the romance.
I mean, they
sort of do. Married to Cooper when you make King Kong.
Yeah, look...
If you don't do romance, you'll be executed.
You'll be forced to live in an area where they use snow coin, I guess.
Yeah.
Cupid will shoot you with one of his arrows, except it's one of the real ones.
One of his doohickey arrows.
It's just a regular ass arrow. It doesn't have the heart on it. It's just an actual sharp stone.
Yeah.
Instead of falling in love with someone, you just die.
Ow, my heart.
Other internal organs.
And other internal organs.
Ow, my gallbladder.
You can donate some of that. It's okay.
Yeah, you can donate it to...
What happens to your pancreas, Cupid? Bon Jovi be like, shot for the heart.
And you're to blame.
No, he just falls over.
Oh, he doesn't have enough time to say you're to blame.
I mean, if your heart gets blown up, you kind of just immediately die.
That's true. Maybe he was thinking
at least a few seconds where you're like, oh, this happened.
Yeah.
It's for your brain to realize, oh, we're dying.
Dying.
I'm dying for some snow coins.
But yeah, I was surprised they didn't do more with the romance in this movie, because it's like, he became human for her. He takes it pretty well.
He does take it well enough. It's because, like, he finds out that the knight in golden armor wasn't just a thing she kept saying metaphorically. No, there was literally a guy with gold armor she was in love with.
Yeah, exactly. But, like, again, he doesn't really do anything to, you know, get her admiration when he's a human. He's just a human, and he doesn't admit that he's Jack Frost.
I'm going for hype moments and aura.
That too, yeah. So, like, it's not really a surprise by the time it's the end of the movie and she's getting married to Biff from Back to the Future Part 2 instead of him.
Oh no, it's nice Biff. So it's Biff from
the good ending.
The good ending when he's.
I mean, is he really nice at the end of Back to the Future 2, or is he just scared?
He's scared at the end of Back to the Future Part 3. I'm talking about when he's, Biff, like the casino Biff.
But the guy in this movie doesn't seem that bad.
No, he does. No, I'm not comparing him character-wise to Biff from Back to the Future Part 2. I'm comparing him visually to Biff from Back to the Future Part 2.
Oh, okay.
Because he has, like, the Trump hair. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, the Golden Knight seems like a nice guy. He's nothing like Biff from Back to the Future Part 2 as a character. I'm saying visually, with the hair, he reminds me of Biff from Back to the Future Part 2.
I do like the scene where they're trying to storm the castle, and Biff from Back to the Future Part 2 actually does get some good hits in. Meanwhile, Jack Frost and the other guys from Snowland immediately get captured.
Yeah, Jack Frost kind of sucks in this when he's not Jack Frost. Which I guess
he's a nice guy.
Bro got nerfed.
Yeah, he did get nerfed.
He simped and got nerfed because of it.
Yeah.
So would you argue this is the least powerful Jack Frost?
Yes.
As a human, yes. He's definitely the least powerful.
Actually, okay, he's probably stronger than Michael Keaton, but not as strong as the Slasher Jack Frost.
No, Slasher Jack Frost is easily S tier Jack Frost. I would put this when he's Jack Frost himself. You know what? I'll put him in A tier. He's pretty powerful. Jack Frost is a human.
He's not Picasso, but
yeah, Jack Frost is a human. That's like F tier, and then Michael Keaton Jack Frost.
It's D tier.
I'd put that in D tier, yeah, because what can he do? Oh, he can put snow boobs on. Like that's all I really remember from that movie. He can make you sad, yeah.
He can die in a car accident. The most powerful Jack Frost.
I mean,
then Matthew Broderick says, "Well, anyone can do that."
Well, that's literally what Jack Frost the Slasher does too. He also dies in a car accident. He just gets magical powers after that one.
Yeah, but to be fair, that car accident wasn't his fault.
Right? No. That was he came across toxic chemicals, whereas Michael Keaton Jack Frost just died because he's a bad dad.
How did the king in this movie get all those contraptions?
I guess he built them, is the implication.
Yeah, because he has like the dummy and he has all the knickknacks, the knights.
He has the fake hand.
The fake hand.
He has a Russian accent because it was 1979, so the Vietnam War was over and America needed another scapegoat. So like, hey, don't we still hate Russia? So they made Russia the bad guy and everything again.
Yeah.
So dang, if this came out like 8 years later during like the Japanese economic boom, we could have actually had Paul Frees doing another Japanese accent.
Damn.
Very true.
Dang, the king wants to unemploy all of us. In the
they would have just gotten like the guy in Gremlins to do it.
But yeah, Jack Frost. It's fine. I didn't like it one of the times I watched it, and then I've kind of softened up on it. I've softened up even on the worst Rankin Bass special. Well, that's not true. There's some that are pretty fucking horrendous, but I wouldn't really call this one horrendous. It's like it's not Rudolph.
There.
Yeah, it's not.
It's just there.
It's not Rudolph or Santa Claus is coming to town for sure. It's fine. Like it's not one of my go-tos when it comes to the best Rankin Bass ones. Like obviously that would be Rudolph, Frosty, Santa Claus is coming to town. Even Little Drummer Boy I'd consider a go-to more than this. Whereas this, it's just if it's on, I'll watch it, but I'm not really gonna retain much from it. You know.
I feel like the Golden Trio is usually Rudolph, Frosty, and then Year Without Santa Claus, and also Santa Claus Coming to Town gets put in there. Yeah. Those are like the four go-tos for everybody. Mm-hmm. And then there's like the stuff you think underneath, like the Rudolph sequel, the 4th of July movie, Little Drummer Boy, and then after that you have like Nestor the Long-Eared Christmas Donkey.
By the time you get to Nestor the Long-Eared Donkey, you're like, where the hell are we?
At this point, it's like they're making these as an obligation.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my god.
What about the live action one?
There's a live action Nestor the Long-Eared Donkey?
I think he meant Year About Santa Claus.
Oh, that one. Oof, that one's rough. That one is rough.
I found out about that one thanks to your letterbox. I was like, wait, the guy who did Shimmers made this?
Yeah. Oh, Mafoony, you'd love it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
They should put a Walmart during this special.
Yeah, they probably should.
We're gonna put a Walmart where the guy's castle was.
That's true. Oh yeah, like the climax of this movie is Jack Frost causes it to snow for like the entirety of the season, and specifically where the castle is. So that guy is just getting in a permanent blizzard for 2.5 months straight.
Yeah, and he's still alive.
How is
by
he
the end
not
of
dead?
It. I don't know. I really don't know how they explain that one. Does he just have infinite food in that big castle of his?
Is there just like no snow at all in the rest of the town, so it all just melts by the end? So they just see permanent snow in that castle, and there's like dead grass everywhere.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, they don't really do a good job at explaining that.
And like January Junction, it have to be snowing constantly for them to even keep doing the ice chips thing, because it doesn't always snow during the winter all the time. There are some winters we don't get any snow.
Right. That's true. Yeah, that's true. I mean, so far we've gotten snow, but it's already starting to melt at the time of us recording.
Yeah, like, realistically, for me, it lasted one day, and it didn't even lay everywhere. It was just like a dusting that turned to ice, and then there was frozen rain for most of the day, and then the next day it got to 40 degrees, so most of it's gone by now.
Right.
There's just like random sheets of ice and a couple patches of grass.
They didn't really think through the ice coins thing, did they? They just thought it was funny.
Also, they acknowledged that like Minneapolis exists at this point in time, even though in the 1800s Minneapolis would not exist yet.
Well, you said like it was recognized as a city like when was that, 1840 something? Or
when did I say this? Hang on, let me scroll back up.
Yeah, I feel like there was something.
I did something.
Yeah. Now, granted, I think it was just a joke where they're just like, "Oh, what's a random winter town we can come up with? Minneapolis. That's in the north, right? Yeah, let's use that." They didn't really think if it was actually
okay. Minneapolis was not an incorporated city until 1867, so that would be the earliest it could take place.
So
1860 what?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
God damn it.
And what movie?
I'm so glad your mic was peaking during that.
And what movie came out 100 years exactly after 1867?
A lot of
it was no.
John Gary, Monster from the Deep.
I guess maybe. What other movies came out in 1967?
A lot of ones with monsters in them.
Yeah.
Was there a Bond movie that year?
Yeah, You Only Live Twice. That sounds about right.
Which was made in Japan. And what movie is the what movie is the subject of the next movie that was also made in Japan?
I'm glad we're butchering the introduction of this movie so much.
Yeah. The movie that we accidentally made into this episode.
What movie were we supposed to watch? I don't know. The thought escapes me.
You were supposed to watch a monster movie from 1967 and be like, crap, there's so many of them.
Yeah.
Shit, I watched Gappa.
Gappa?
Not the X from outer space. How if you don't know, in Japan and coincidentally also in Korea, there was like a lot of monster movies that came out in 1967 beyond this.
I said Gappa as a joke, but it actually did come out in 1967.
I think the government just was paying studios to make more of those and half them laundered it.
I mean, look, Godzilla was kind of the biggest thing ever at that time, right? I mean, he's still the biggest thing ever because he's a big guy, but like for you,
profits were starting to go down, but like they were still at least doing well enough.
Yeah,
they did Destroy All Monsters to like try to be the finale, and then they just decided to keep going anyway because the Champion Festival is a thing now.
Okay, yeah.
But like, all these studios were making their own monster movies in the 60s. Korea just so happened to have two of them, so by sheer coincidence. And one of those was from Toho that was not a Godzilla movie, was the subject of today.
King
Okay,
Kong
you were talking about Korea
Escapes.
right before this, so I thought this was going to be a Pulgasari bit, but that was later.
Yeah, that comes later, William.
And before.
Yeah.
There's the other Pulgasari.
Yeah, so the movie I never intended to ever make an episode on, now we're making an episode on because, well, Mafoony's here. And Mafoony was like, hey, you know what else Rankin Bass made? King Kong Escapes. No, I'm glad you guys forced me into this because I actually did have a fun time watching King Kong Escapes. Now, is it a great kaiju movie? Loaded question. Did I have fun? Yes. I actually did have fun with this. I probably liked this more than King Kong versus Godzilla, if I had to be honest.
A real Koichi Kawakita here.
Sure.
I kind of agree.
So, like,
I'll probably go into it later, but I do agree. I think it's, of the two Toho made, this I think is the more fun one.
I haven't watched this one enough to really have a firm opinion there on that, but I don't hate this movie, so there's that.
Mm-hmm.
That's a thing.
I will say, like, okay, so like the bit is that in our group chat, Mafoony especially likes to make jokes about how Koichi Kawakita, who was in charge of special effects for Godzilla in the 80s and 90s, whenever they came up with ideas for movies, half of the 80s and most of the 90s, well, he did all the other Heisei films, yeah.
For everything from 89 to 95, he was basically the effects director for that, which is, that's a pretty important.
He also did work as like an assistant on some of the Showa films, right?
Yes, and directed some episodes of Zone Fighter.
Yeah, because he worked under Nakano.
Mm.
Yeah. Then Toho came up because Toho throughout the Heisei had multiple ideas for what each film could be, and of course only one of them ever won out. And like ever since King Kong versus Godzilla, which also refers to this movie, they kept wanting to make movies with Kong in them, but the right situation always got in the way since they don't own King Kong. So like as a thing, it's like, okay, we can't use King Kong, let's use Mechani-Kong instead. So Mafoony just likes to make bits about how Koichi Kawakita keeps trying to put Mechani-Kong in every movie for no good reason.
It is funny though, because it's like, okay, we can't use Kong. What about this character who just so happens to look a lot like this character we can't use, who isn't even owned by us?
Who you also can't use because he's also from the damn cartoon. Which you did, Toei did.
That is very funny.
I'm sure on his deathbed, Kawakita was asking Tomoyuki Tanaka, please, can I just put Mechani-Kong in the last Mothra film? He's like,
no, we don't own him either. Also, like, so, like, what was the reason that Toei didn't do the movie? Is just because they didn't do that many live action films at the time?
I don't think they were doing that stuff at the time. Like, I don't think they got into effects heavy stuff till the 70s, right?
I guess, like, Kamen Rider was, like, the beginning of it.
I think their biggest effects thing in the 70s even was Legend of Dinosaurs.
And Monster Birds. Don't forget the Monster Birds.
Oh, exactly.
So I guess like they just like, well, we want to make a movie. I guess we'll go to Toho for this one. And then they all pogged because they got to do a King Kong movie again.
Mm.
It's weird because I guess Toho wanted to do a follow-up to King Kong versus Godzilla.
Well, they did, because like there was apparently that they wanted the next one right after to be a direct sequel, but they couldn't get the rights back, so they did Mothra instead.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's just really weird how like they technically, I guess, had the option for 5 years. I don't know why they just couldn't. I don't know what was it about Rankin Bass that also owning the King Kong show that made it so that, okay, now we can actually do another movie after 5 years because someone else who also owns partial rights.
I guess because they went. I don't know who went to who for that.
I think Rankin Bass went to Toho because they wanted to do a movie based on their show. And this is a pretty famous story, but Toho had their own plan for a movie where King Kong fought like a giant shrimp, and Mothra was there, and there was a condor there too. Rankin Bass said, "Oh, this is not like our show at all." So then
they took that script and combined it with a different spy script they were working on, and that became Ebra Horror of the Deep
with Godzilla. And it's a pretty fun movie, but if you look at what Godzilla's fighting in the movie, you're going to be like, yeah, this would have been much more suspenseful if Kong was in this movie.
Because it would be more difficult for him to fight an aquatic creature, whereas Godzilla, that doesn't fucking matter to him.
I also kind of find it funny that the guy that got to write Ebirah was a guy named Shinichi Sekizawa, who's done a lot of good Godzilla movies. Mostly he's known as like the more fun guy. But to write Escapes, they got another guy named Takeshi Kimura, who is known as like more of a serious guy. So the fact that they got him to write that, I find very funny.
They got the more serious guy to write the Saturday morning cartoon movie.
This is like if you have access to like Sam Raimi to write like a more 60s style Batman movie, but saying, okay, no, I want Matt Reeves to do this instead. But you got...
there's like a different thing, but like I one time, like a year or two ago, I watched this random safety video teaching kids like don't talk to strangers and stuff, and like home safety. That was directed by fucking Stuart Gordon.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, the director of Reanimator and From Beyond did this random children's safety PSA in the 90s.
Wow.
I'm sure the effects are pretty damn good, though.
I don't remember. It's been like 2 years. It was straight to video in the 90s. Yeah, let me see what this was. It was Kid Safe, the video from 1988.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. So that is post Reanimator and From Beyond.
Yeah, let me read my review for that. They let Stuart Gordon do a kid safety video, and the fucking mad lad puts in a joke about a cop grilling a kid about hitting the booze. The white cop is racist to the black fireman and is horny for the Asian nurse. Life imitates art. Thank you, Stuart Gordon.
He really had his pulse on the culture there.
I'm looking this up right now.
I think it's on Tubi.
Oh.
Or maybe I watched it on YouTube. One of the two.
I feel like either or makes sense.
It's also weird that both King Kong movies Toho did accidentally became spy movies.
Both of them. Oh, that's right. Technically, you're right. That's kind of right.
What?
Yeah, no, like, I'm saying how they both became spy movies. I'm like,
yeah,
technically, that is right.
Yes, because Evra got combined with a spy script, and then this movie also basically feels like their attempt at a James Bond movie again, which they did other attempts at James Bond movies, because like they did the Iron Finger stuff with Akira Takarada.
And this also happens to star one of the people from a Bond movie from the exact same year, actually.
Okay. You know what? Because I was watching this movie, and a lot of the sets when they're on the island, or no, not on the island, when they're in like Doctor Who's laboratory, a lot of it did remind me of You Only Live Twice, when they're, the climax of You Only Live Twice.
And then you realize, oh, right, Linda Miller is in this.
Right, exactly. So there you go.
Wait, don't you mean Mia Hama?
Well, I watched the English version.
I mean, she's in both.
Oh, okay.
Okay, like she's in both, but she gets dubbed over in the one.
True, which leads to another funny story.
There's so many funny stories.
The one about how...
This is why remembering that he hasn't actually watched any of the classic James Bond movies, so he forgot who was in what movie.
Okay.
It's okay, though. Linda Miller is also in The Green Slime.
Oh. But not the slime people.
Yeah, but I watched The Green Slime.
Oh. Ooh, this looks great.
Oh yeah, Mia Hama is the one that's in James Bond, yes. She's also in Iron Finger. So she was just besties with Akira Takarada at this point. She's in the Lost World of Sinbad. Crazy.
She's in everything.
Also, we just kind of casually said the name without going into it. Yes, the main villain of this in the King Kong show is named Doctor Who.
Which is hilarious. Gigantic coincidence, I'm sure, because, well, it was 1967. But no, Doctor Who was a thing by this point.
But I don't know if it was in America at any point.
Maybe not, yeah.
Because it was a British show, so I don't know if America would have known that yet.
Right. Well, is he known as Doctor Who in the Japanese cut?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Spelled H-U, though.
H-U, well, okay. Then
we should also get into this because Hal watched the American version of the film off the DVD. Mm-hmm. Me and Mafoony looked up the original Japanese cut.
Yes.
Which the two cuts do have differences because there is a length discrepancy.
I feel like that's to be expected. I mean, it's the same thing with King Kong versus Godzilla. Like when I watch both versions, it's like, oh, there's a lot of differences. I will say, I
think it is less differences here because the King Kong versus Godzilla cut is more substantial because they also just straight up move the order of events too.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Whereas here,
do you want to quickly go over what the differences are?
Yeah, I'm just saying, as far as English versions go, I like this significantly over the King Kong versus Godzilla English version. I don't know how I'll feel about the Japanese version.
Which is very important, I'd say.
Yeah, still. Anyway, yeah, go over the differences.
So 8 minutes were cut from the U.S. version.
Okay.
So there were 2 brief scenes that were cut that the Japanese version inserted. An introductory scene for Susan Watson and a longer conversation between Carl Nelson and Madame Piranha.
Mm-hmm.
In the latter sequence, Chopin's Nocturne in E-flat major, OP9 number 2, was replaced by an unidentified sultry stock music piece. 2 of the characters' names were changed in the U.S. version.
Mm-hmm.
Mechanic Kong is referred to as Robot Kong, which doesn't really matter.
Yeah. No.
And the film's promotional mirrors Antichrist renamed Madame Piranha as Madame X.
Yes, I was going to say it's Madame X in the version I watched, but I figured it was the same character.
I don't even think they say her name in that version, though. So
yeah, I don't think they ever do say Madame X. She's just this random like politician lady from her country, you know.
Yeah, that's the fun part. They never say what her country is.
Yeah, no, they never do.
It's like the funniest part is like when the good guys, when she has her heel face turn, and the good guys try to help her, and she's like, "Why would you help me? You don't even know the name of my country." And then there's just silence for a couple seconds, and it's like, you gotta tell us the name of the country.
Well, that's the thing. Like,
no,
I mean,
she doesn't.
She says her country. She says my country. Like at first, so it's like, oh, that's comical. You don't know what it is, but she keeps saying my country, my country, my country. So to the point that it's like, okay, bitch, what is your country? yeah, like you're not telling me.
And the answer is the filmmakers didn't give her one.
Right, exactly. No, which is fine. Like you don't have to give her a country, but if you keep saying my country, my country, my country, like then it gets kind of absurd after a while. It's like change it up
just
a bit.
Make something up.
Make something up. Yeah. Fucking
that movie can never age badly.
They invented Seradia in Godzilla vs. Biollante. They made up New Kirk City in Mafra. Just make something up.
Yeah. Make up a random country that doesn't exist, like Canada. I don't know.
Island is not a real island off of the coast of Japan. They just made that up.
Which island?
Odo Island.
Odo Island. Yeah.
From the original Godzilla and -1.
Also, kind of a funny thing I was mentioning is that Linda Miller, you actually don't hear her voice in either version. I think she was pretty upset about that as far as the English version went.
I feel like, yeah, that would be kind of annoying. She did seem very dubbed, even in the English version. I'm like, okay.
It's one. I get why this happens, but like, it's so weird to me that like for a lot of these films that have both Japanese and American actors in them, that there's no cut that has like everyone speaking their native language. It's like, I want a version of Astro Monster where like all the Japanese characters still speak Japanese, but then I still get Nick Adams talking in his own voice.
That would be funny.
But no, it's like
Final War's the only one like that, where it's like an actual major character who does that.
And it's like here, it's like you either all Japanese or all English, and it's like I want them speaking their real language,
not their fake language.
Yeah, not the one that they should make up a language for a movie, like just have everyone speaking a fake language the whole time, which I guess does exist in some places.
Yeah,
like the fake language of Italian.
Yes, Italian isn't real.
As far as I know, it's just a sandwich.
You know, it's weird that you haven't tried to get an episode with both me and Rob.
Not yet. I mean, there's still time.
But yeah, I had fun with this one. I was surprised I had fun with this one because, so I'm a King Kong. I like King Kong the character, but this is like such a weird movie to put him in. And I just gotta also say, even the show that this is based on, which they really didn't base it on the show that much.
They took Mechanic Kong and Doctor Who and called it a day.
Yeah, because I was gonna say, but how similar is this to the show? Because I didn't watch the show. Because why would I?
No one did.
No one did.
No one watches that show. It's an anime from the 60s that's a co-production of Rankin Bass.
Yeah.
You can fill in the blanks. Everyone moves stiff as a board.
If they even move.
Yeah, and I also Oh, go ahead.
I was going to ask how Hal likes the 1967 Kong suit.
Well, you know, I gotta say, I think I preferred the King Kong suit from the King Kong versus Godzilla. I think because it was weird how they gave him like these glassy eyes, and I think what made it weird, the eyes in the other suit, like in the King Kong versus Godzilla suit, from what I remember, weren't as pronounced. So even if it looked fake and weird, I don't know. Giving him
His
more
face was all scrungly.
Yeah, giving him these weird glassy eyes that move didn't really work because he was never looking at characters when they were on screen. It was bizarre. Like, it looked more costume like there was literally a scene I remember. It was a very split second scene where he like flips and you can see the head almost come off of him. So it's like it's a very weird tattered suit for sure.
It feels
funny.
like to me what it feels like is that they combined the 1962 suit with like the facial structure of the original 33 Kong.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
And I don't know if it really worked out that well for them.
I was going to say, I know, Hal, you said that you weren't really scared of the Rankin Bass stop motion characters. Would you have been scared of this one if you saw it as a kid?
Maybe, yeah, because it's just a weird mask to give the character. You know, it just looks bizarre. And I feel like, yeah, it would be a little too uncanny for me as a kid. I don't know, though, because I never watched it as a kid.
So hearing those close-ups when he's doing the Elvis lip curl.
The Elvis lip curl.
In terms like the major King Kong film canon, this is probably the one that gets talked about the least. Like, I guess like Tokusatsu fans talk about it, but I feel like everyone else just doesn't know this movie exists.
I don't even think we talk about it that. Like, I think Gorosaurus is more famous for the other movie he's in.
Yeah, he's more famous for Destroy All Monsters in this movie.
And that's funny because he was a last-minute replacement in that movie.
Yeah. Well, like in this movie, he's just there to be the role of the T-Rex Kong fights. And then when Destroy Monster was coming, well, we can't use the Baragon suit the way we wanted to because it got too fucked up filming Ultraman. So, here's Gorosaurus.
And in all fairness, it's a pretty damn good theropod suit. It's obviously, I think it helps that they didn't base it on like a real theropod.
Yeah.
But it's like, as far as the men in suit dinosaurs that aren't like a radioactive dinosaur, it's pretty good.
He has the kangaroo kick later on.
Yeah, that's Chekhov's kangaroo kick. It's going to come useful 1 year later.
Yeah. And they kind of, in this movie, they kind of speed run the King Kong tropes and plot line. Because, like, they go to the island immediately. He fights the T-Rex. He fights the serpent monster.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's on the boat.
Yeah.
I'll give the movie that this movie is paced pretty quickly for all that. Like, it takes only about 20 minutes for Kong to show up to fight another monster.
That's
Jackson. Pretty quick.
Peter Jackson.
Hell, even the 76 one probably takes just as long.
Yeah, probably.
Even the 33 one probably is even shorter, even longer at getting to Kong. This might be the fastest we've ever gotten to him.
Probably. Because even King Kong vs. Godzilla, it still takes like a half hour because they have to reintroduce Godzilla too.
He is literally also Godzilla 2 because of continuity.
Yes, it is the second Godzilla. Because that is the Godzilla from the end that raids again.
And I also gotta say about this movie, as a fan of Toho, it's really fun seeing a lot of these like actors who I've seen either in like more serious lead roles in these movies play like henchmen or like for essentially a Bond villain.
Yeah, like the main villain of Mothra vs. Godzilla is one of the random goons.
That's funny. I didn't know that.
And I think the lead actor who plays Varen is also is one of the goons too.
Hired goons?
Yes.
Hired goons.
Again, it's just funny, the idea of you have all these actors who, I'm not saying they're all in serious movies all the time, but like they're mostly known for like doing their thing, but then they're like, okay, here's an American like cartoon movie, we need to adapt this, and they're like, okay.
Yeah. I mean, that just shows you the versatility of them as actors. Like, they can do both.
It's also like, because I don't know how much Toho pushed this film, but it's like, in watching the Japanese version, because I only watched the American cut before this, the Japanese cut opens up with the Toho 35th anniversary logo. So, like, did Son of Godzilla have that at the beginning?
I don't think so. I was also in King Kong versus Godzilla too.
That was for the 30th. That was for the 30th anniversary. This was for the 35th. So like they were so I guess they were pushing this as their big anniversary film, or at least one of them for the year. And it's like they were pushing the King Kong movie more than the Godzilla movie. Which, to be fair, I guess still even in the 60s, Kong was probably still more popular than Godzilla at that point. Because like I get why you absolutely do that for King Kong versus, yes. But like I feel like even that at that point, like in post Mothra, Ghidorah, Astro Monster World, I feel like Godzilla probably has just as much clout.
And that's also, I think the only other movie I can think of them doing this for, besides King Kong versus Godzilla and King Kong Escaped, where they have like an anniversary, like put front and center, is Godzilla versus King Ghidorah. So it's like, I don't see that in a lot of these kind of movies.
They also had one for the 7th anniversary of -1.
Oh, I don't think I saw. Oh wait, no. I mean, like I guess as far as like anniversaries for Toho, I mean.
For Toho specifically, okay. Because like,
it's also funny because that was
what
also
anniversary would have been
Kong at one point.
What anniversary would have Ghidorah been?
60, 91. Hold on. I assume it would have been the 60th because it would have been 1 year off of King Kong versus Godzilla's 1962 anniversary.
I guess because like at that point it's like you do the 75th anniversary next, and then you just wait till the 100th again.
Like I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
I guess it just ran out of milestones to bother celebrating.
But
either that or they happen in movies that we haven't seen.
True. Some movie that has yet to be subbed. Should we talk about the movie now? I feel like
we should probably do that.
I think what you guys have talked about is still interesting, so.
It's stuff we would have brought up anyway.
Right, yeah.
Right now I'm just trying to verify like what anniversary was that movie from, but you can go ahead. This will take probably like a minute.
I was going to say, I want to talk a little bit more about the Doctor Who, if we could. Because another big difference, obviously, in the English cut, he's dubbed by an English actor, English-speaking actor, and that is Paul Frees. I immediately recognized him. Immediately. Like, he has such a distinct voice that immediately I'm like, oh, that's Paul Frees. And yeah, he is doing a bit of a Japanese accent. I don't know. It's not like that bad, I will say. But
I'm just saying, in these films, you will see a lot worse in terms of the accent.
I feel like, he could have gone a lot further, and it would have been really collar pulling. Just
a lot of collar pulling while they mispronounce the names of the monsters.
Exactly. Yeah.
Frey Anguirus is not in one of the movies we're watching.
Oh.
How many different ways do they spell that name? There's what? Anguinus, Angorus, Anzilla.
Anguilus.
I'm immediately a fan of Anguinus.
I like how they only did that one once, and it was like the last time he was ever in a movie.
I think it takes until Final Wars for somebody to at least mostly say it correctly.
And they say it wrong like the second time he's on screen.
Well, that's a real Anguirus.
Anguirus, Anguirus, and then Anguinus.
The most tortured monster.
The most punished.
You know what's a fun fact about Doctor Who?
What's that?
Okay, so currently IDW has the comic rights for Godzilla.
Mm-hmm.
They got them back when 2014 came out. They were doing it for most of the 2010s. They lost it towards the end, but then they regained it into the 2020s. For a while, they had a quarterly-ish series called Godzilla Rivals, which were one-shot, double-sized issues where Godzilla or two monsters would fight each other around them. So you got like more obscure monsters going at it. Like they had a Biollante versus Destroyer issue, a Rodan versus Ebra issue, etc., etc. The third one they did was a Godzilla versus Ghidorah issue because, of course, you do that. And inexplicably, in that comic, Doctor Who is in it as a supporting character. He shows up to help the government to try to stop Ghidorah, and he fucking gets to pilot Jet Jaguar.
Are you serious? I need to look this up.
That's crazy.
This is in one of the IDW comics, and it's incredible.
That's amazing.
That's probably like the most fan servicey comic they've made so far.
That sounds it, because they're just plucking different characters from these different these different movies.
It's like, yeah, we're just gonna have the U.S. government try to pull in a notorious terrorist to help them stop King Ghidorah, and he built Jet Jaguar off screen.
Yeah, that's funny.
Okay, his name is spelled H-U. That explains it.
Yeah. I think at that point you'd have when was that comic made? It was
2021, 2022.
Yeah, so Doctor Who obviously was.
Let me grab it.
Yeah. Let me grab it, he says.
I have the comic.
No, I 110% believe that.
That's why I know about it. No, that's the Gigan issue. That's a issue.
Also,
there it is. Yeah, the cover is like a grayed out playing card of Godzilla and Ghidorah on each side to be the kings.
Yeah. That's cute.
Let me go find the pages he shows up in. You guys can keep talking a while.
But yeah, Doctor Who, I think he's probably the highlight of this film. Even in the Japanese version, he's played by an actor named Hideo Amamoto, who's pretty famous in a lot of like Japanese effects productions. I've never seen Kamen Rider, so maybe Will can verify this. This is definitely one of his more like over the top performances. And I think he's great in this movie. He's like I said, he's like the funnest part of this movie, I think.
Yeah, I like the cape. I like the eyebrows. I don't know. I haven't heard the original Japanese voice, but I'm sure that's probably a lot of fun. I think the fun is still, translated well with Paul Frees doing the dub voice.
Yeah, I would say it's pretty on point as far as I remember from both the times that I've seen both versions.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, he's just hilarious in like a good way, because like he's definitely going for like a James Bond villain type of vibe, and he perfectly works.
It's definitely a fun character to have in this sort of movie. Like, you need a mad scientist, but like, still dressed in a way that's still iconic enough. Like the long flowing cape, the eyebrows, like that goes a long way.
Okay, so I'm looking at the comic now. So one of the he actually shows up earlier than I thought he did. He has an underground lair, location undisclosed, and you see like a bunch of different vehicles, like a zillion spaceship being worked on. You see a Mecha Godzilla being worked on in the background, and a robot that is very clearly meant to be Mechanicong, but they can't actually have it be Mechanicong, so they have the head look completely different, but like you can tell it's supposed to be Mechanicong. And it says Dr. Ogilvy Who, Earth's most notorious supervillain, underground lair, robot minions, death rays, the whole deal.
The whole deal.
Not to mention shelter and protection, but you're welcome to it. Distinguished leaders of the world, your gratitude humbles me. Yes, my previous attempts to shape civilization as I saw fit may have put us at odds, but I believe we have always shared a common goal of advancing humanity into the 21st century. Our past quarrels stood in the way of ushering in a new wondrous age, and I believe the challenge we face now is the catalyst to uniting us as we all bring about a new age for mankind, a utopia. And he has like the pop collar cape on and everything. He's got sunglasses. He's just showing these. He shows them what is very much P1X. I don't know if that's from a movie. I forget.
P1X. I don't believe so, but I could be wrong.
It's probably just supposed to be like a riff on the Super X, but more a yellow version that looks like a big battle plane. And later on, okay, it's Godzilla's fighting alien bugs. Mm-hmm.
And again, I must say it's... Oh, go ahead.
And then I guess the Zillions find them, so Doctor Who rushes off. I don't know how you found your way into my inner sanctum, but Doctor Who does not suffer unwelcome guests, and he just shows up in a ripped Jet Jaguar. Like, dude has a massive torso. He's got the Popeye forearms.
The Popeye forearms.
Just Jet Jaguar with the Popeye forearms.
This sounds like Hype Moments in Aura, if I have ever heard it.
I still find it very funny that Toho can't use Mechanicong anymore because it's not really theirs, but also he looks nothing like that in the show it's based on, so it's
I know. It's a completely different design.
Yeah, but like at that point, then just make a different robot monkey,
Not the same, though.
It's like the Monsterverse isn't going to bother licensing out Kamacuras or Kumanga because they can just make a different giant mantis or spider. I posted the picture in chat.
Yeah, I'll be sure to put it in the episode.
That's actually fairly accurate to how he looks in the movie.
Yeah.
It's like the most fan servicey thing they could have done. Like, they'll put fucking Doctor Who and have him ride Jet Jaguar. It's like they kept putting Jet Jaguar in these comics, and it took them forever to actually make an actual proper Jet Jaguar focused comic. Where I believe it was Jet Jaguar versus Megalon, because that's the obvious one to do.
Right, yeah.
Dude, that comic also made me fail the vibe check, because I opened it up and it had a warning about saying that there is content discussing suicide in this issue, and it's like, dog, I just opened up the funny Jet Jaguar comic, and it's telling me if you need help, talk to someone. It's like, what the fuck?
It's like, hey, jokey dog, say something funny. Actually, I want to be pretty serious today.
I got fucking vibe checked by the Godzilla Megalon versus Jet Jaguar comic.
Therapeutic moments in aura.
Dude, like the Kai-Sei comics has Jet Jaguar in them too, as part of like the main team, and like the joke is that his voice box is broken, so he's just constantly playing on loop this bad '90s rap song about himself.
Very a little bit Bumblebee-esque, I gotta admit.
Bumblebee-esque, yeah.
Bumblebee-esque. I tripped over that sentence quite a bit.
You've been tripping over a lot of sentences, but that's okay. We're not here to judge. This is not a judgmental podcast.
Godzilla tripped in versus Mothra once. He tripped and fell in that pagoda.
Pagonia?
No pagoda's in this movie, I think, though. Although I think this is, believe it or not, you'd think Tokyo Tower would be in more of these movies, but it's actually not in that many.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, it's like, it's in the original Mothra, because she makes the cocoon there. And then...
I think it was cut out of Ghidorah.
Well, because it was also very new at that point, right? Because it was only built in the 60s, right?
Okay. It was in Ghidorah, I think.
Okay. But I mean, it makes sense to put it in this one because, well, it's a King Kong movie, and
he needs to climb something tall. He is actual Kong size in this movie because he was Godzilla sized in King Kong Versus, obviously, so he couldn't really climb a whole lot.
Right.
They tried to have him climb like with the Diet Building, I think.
Maybe.
That's what it was.
But like here, he actually, because he's smaller, he can actually climb a tower outright.
Yeah.
And for that scene's credit, they do some ambitious things with that, because they do try to have him actually fight on the tower. Later on, Mechanic Kong actually like rips chunks of it off and like hits Kong with them and throws them towards the human characters, which is pretty cool. There is also a lot of times where it's just like the Guignol puppets just kind of flailing at each other.
Yeah. To your point, I think you did talk about this in your review, how it is funny that that's the climax of the movie is them just fighting while climbing up a tower. It's like they couldn't have come up with something else other than that.
Well, because like, I mean, it makes sense for that to be the ending of it, but like, sure. I feel like I figured that the fight would be more start on the ground more, like do more in the actual city and then end up on the tower. But it's like 80% of it is on the tower. I think he throws like one punch at him on the ground, and then the hypnosis ray comes out.
One punch ape.
Every punch the ape makes kills somebody forever.
Well, also, I think forever is implied if they're killing them.
No. It's a Toho. It's a monster movie. It can be not forever.
That's true.
No one's ever really One Punch Man would be a very different movie if he was 50 meters tall. Because, like, I guess it does only take one punch, huh? One Punch Man. How did you get so strong? Big.
As much as I like Mechanic Kong, actually, the one that surprised me most is that he's actually not that much of a threat to King Kong in this movie, as you probably think he'd be.
Not really.
Because he's not in it a whole lot.
No. I mean...
Okay, so that's like the really fun thing about this movie is that Doctor Who's whole plan is to get the element X for Miyahama's character, and instead of just building a mining device like a big drill or something, he says, I'm going to build a robot gorilla.
Yeah.
He builds a robot version of Kong just to mine ore, and then it gets fucked up with the magnetic field. So it's like, shit, all right, fine. We'll go kidnap the real Kong.
If he's mining aura, like hype moment.
It's like, why is his A plan's giant monkey? Why are those the A plans?
Yeah.
Actually, think about it.
It doesn't make much sense. Look, if you're going to have a giant monkey robot, which I'm 100% behind, by the way, I feel like this is not the story you make it, where it's like, aha, I've created a giant robot monkey to mine something. Oh, and it doesn't work immediately. I don't know, but, I'm not the writer of this movie. What do I know?
It feels like, because I was making like the spy movie comparisons earlier, it's like it feels like the element actually like leverage and give like a certain government power that leverage over the rest of the world. That's definitely something like a spy movie would do. It's just that we also have to combine it with a kaiju movie.
Right, yeah.
So it's like, okay, like, yeah, the villain building like a giant driller to get this terrible radioactive thing, that makes sense. But since it's a kaiju movie, well, we have to replace it with a giant robot gorilla. So that way you can fight the real gorilla later.
It makes perfect sense, actually.
I guess when you put it that way.
It makes sense, and it's like out of universe, but then when you actually have to think about it, it's like, why was this the A plan?
Yeah. No, it's totally
Talk
ridiculous.
About universes this is in. I do think it's also funny that this King Kong is canon to a certain Godzilla era from the 2000s. Right.
Oh, because like Gorosaurus is in Kiryu Saga, technically, right?
Yes, I think technically King Kong is too.
Right. They in that Godzilla Monopoly they made a couple years ago, they do have Mondo Island as a space.
And you're not allowed to say who's from Mondo Island because
Gorosaurus is on that space.
You're not allowed to say who else is from Mondo Island.
The funny serpent.
You know what? Yeah.
Sure.
It's like the part of this movie that I see come up the most online is just like the gif of Kong throwing the boulder and hitting the serpent in the water.
It's a good gif, even if his head looks weird.
Mom, I throw it up.
I'm kind of sad we never got to see this King Kong go against Godzilla because he's so weird looking, man. He's so scrungly looking.
Yeah, have Kong 67 fight Godzilla 67.
That would have been a good movie. And that was like one of the few times that Nakajima didn't play Godzilla the majority of the time, so that fits.
Who played him in that movie?
I think it was Hiroshi Sekida for most of it because he was a little bit taller. And then that baseball player who broke his hand. Broke his own hand. He didn't break Hiroshi Sekida's hand.
Right, because I guess you do need to make Godzilla look taller from Minya in that movie. Now, granted, I guess they didn't give a shit about that for Destroy All Monsters, but
He grew. I think they gave him a longer neck too.
Yeah, because at that point it's just like do something with the suit then, because it's a different suit, and then they use that suit forever until they can't anymore. Like by the time they probably use it as like a water suit later, right?
I don't think they ever use. Wait,
I'm talking about the Destroy All Monsters suit at this point.
Oh no, yeah, I'm wondering. I'm trying to think. Is like the one that was the water suit in Mechagodzilla definitely wasn't the suit.
Oh, because like for the Mechagodzilla water suit, didn't they just? No, I'm thinking of Terra Mechagodzilla. They used the fake Godzilla suit as the water suit.
I think that was when they let it go off in the sunset. I think Gigan.
Well, when he goes off in the sunset in Terra Mechagodzilla, they are in the water, so it would just be the water suit.
No, I mean the metaphorical sunset.
Okay.
Because I think they let him send off in Godzilla vs. Gigan. Well, they used it for stage. No, that wasn't after. Yeah, Gigan was the last time they used that suit.
What did they use for the water suit in Ebera? Was it just the normal suit?
No, that was just the normal suit. That's before they're like, oh, wait, if we put this
and
in
then
water,
they realized... I really hope they filmed all the water scenes last for that movie.
They did not.
Yeah, that's a problem. If you're wondering why at certain points in Ebera the suit just looks god-awful, it's because of that. It's because, that's after they filmed the water scenes. Oh, no.
But I think for this movie, they used two different Kong suits for this, so it didn't have that effect. But even then,
when he's in the water, it looks terrible.
I think they're using the old suit for that. I could be wrong, though. The 62 suit, but just with the new head.
Yeah. But, like, whenever he's in the water, it's, like, horrifying.
Scary. But, again, I've grown to like, even though... Oh, go ahead.
Whenever Kong is in the water in this movie, it's just incredible.
But, yeah, like, I've grown to like him. He's not, like, a particularly good Kong design, but like he's very scrungly and he's kind of funny. He has that vibe to him.
He's got
There's
that
a charm
Champion
to him.
Festival aura.
And his film was later put in the Resurrection of Godzilla Festival, which is kind of funny because this does not have Godzilla in it.
It has Gorosaurus in it.
One of the most important Godzilla friends and foes.
It's got Akira Takarada in it.
And he's really good in this. I like, even though his character, like, he's like a very, like, just whatever kind of character, but it's fun. I like seeing him do stuff here. He gets to do cool stuff like shoot Mechanicon.
You want to know what my two favorite moments of the human characters are in this movie?
Go ahead.
What?
It's like the one scene where like Doctor Who tells Nelson, "I have lowered the temperature in your friend's cell to freeze them to death." Just immediately Nelson tries to fucking punch him in the face. No words, just fucking decks him.
Yeah.
And the second one is like when Miyahama tries to make peace with them at first, and like, "Oh, it's fine. Those guys are gone. Just relax." Immediately, Doctor Who bursts through the door with guns. Guys, just relax. Never mind.
Yeah. Never mind. Don't relax.
Never mind. We're captured again. Fuck. Hal, what was your favorite moment with the human characters in this movie?
When the Ravens got a touchdown.
Oh, okay.
Oh wait, no, sorry. I have the Ravens and Steelers game on in the background. No.
What's the score?
17-9, Steelers over Ravens so far.
I think it was 6-7.
So, well, that's why I call it the 6-7 Bowl, because currently they're both. This is not going to matter when people listen to the episode, but I guess I'll explain it now. The Ravens and the Steelers right now are 6-6. So whichever one loses gets a record of 6-7. So that's exciting. Anyway, no.
This is going to be relevant for the next 20 years.
Exactly. No. My favorite human like scene, you said?
Yeah.
Yeah. I you know what? The thing that pops in my head actually is when we initially get them first on the island, when they go in that like Jetsons kind of rocket ship and they like float over into the island. I don't know, just I thought that was really funny. You know, they're on a sub.
Oh yeah, they could have just had a normal ass boat. No. Flying hover pad.
Yeah, just this Jetsons ass looking car that this hover car that they just float on over onto the island. Like that's actually really kind of cute. The fact that they could have done just a normal rowboat. No, they went for just this futuristic looking hover car thing. Like that was cute. I like that. And then yeah, I keep thinking back onto that scene where like, yeah, Commander Nelson and Madam X or Madam Piranha in the Japanese version.
You know, I don't even remember them calling her that either in the subtitles, to be fair.
Yeah, okay. Well, anyway, the my country lady, like they're together in that room, and then yeah, she's just like relax, and then Doctor Who just comes in like, oh nope, not today, bitch.
Like when she also like tries to sleep with him at one point, and it's like, dog, he does not give a shit.
Yeah, no, he did not seem that interested, which was hilarious.
I like how Linda Miller wants to fuck Akira Takarada.
And the monkey.
Well, everyone wants to fuck a monkey.
Yeah. I mean, she's obsessed with Kong because she's just screaming his name the whole movie.
Oh, it's like she's probably like the nicest of the human characters that get kidnapped by Kong because she just fully understands the entire time.
Yeah,
Kong's kind of the nicest he's ever been to a human character to her. He's never like one of the few times where she says, "Oh, Kong, put me down." It's like, okay.
Yeah, you know what? That's fair. So that makes sense why she would be like, "Hey, we got to treat this monkey nicely." It's like, okay, yeah, that makes sense because at least he's nice to her. Actually, another.
I do like. There's that funny scene in New York where after they return the first time, it's like when they have the press briefing about Kong, and like Miyahama shows up and says, "Why do you think Kong seems so interested in Linda Miller?" And he's like, "Well, Kong is male. She is woman." End sentence.
Yeah, that was funny. Actually, a really funny moment, and it's not supposed to be funny, but I thought it was funny, is the very beginning when they're on the submarine and they're looking at all these pictures of Kong and the island, And she's like, what's all this? And they explain all this stuff. And then they just go, yeah, but this has nothing to do with what we're doing. We're going to a completely different area, like on the map. It's like, oh, you explained all this lore of this island. You explained all this lore of this giant monkey. And it's like, yeah, but it has nothing to do with our mission. Oh, anyway. And it's like, oh, okay, sure.
And then they find him, and it's like, oh, that is mission.
Yeah.
It's like, well, we found him, so I guess that's the mission now.
That's the mission now. It is the mission.
Well, let's see him let's watch him beat up the T-Rex.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, when he, like, splits the T-Rex's mouth and just all these bubbles start coming out. Bubbly foam.
Toho likes their bubbles when it comes to mouth trauma.
Ah.
I feel like it happens a lot, but then it doesn't happen to Anguirus in the 70s, because at that point it's like, nah, let's make him bleed.
Yeah. Oh, poor Anguinus. He gets to bleed.
Uriah died. They said, oh, let's just use blood now.
Yeah. They hate Anguinus.
See, that's my headcanon for why, as the show era goes on, they stopped painting the Mothra natives with brown paint. Not because they became culturally sensitive, but because they ran out of paint and didn't want to buy more.
Guys, we ran out of racism paint.
Stop?
That reminds me of like the one scene with the literal one native in this movie where it's like he starts talking to Doctor Who, and Doctor Who is like, "Oh yes, I understand." Gun.
Yeah, he literally just shoots the guy.
Like brown face. So I was like, oh well, maybe Doctor Who was like doing a good thing. He's like, hey, screw you for being like really racist and insensitive. But now I'm actually not sure if he was in brown face or not. It looked like that.
I think Doctor Who is a bad guy anyway.
He does have aura though.
Mm-hmm. That's
Doctor
undeniable.
Who or the native?
Doctor Who.
The native does not have aura. That's why he got shot.
Yeah. That's why he got shot. He has no aura.
I'm so glad for the Christmas episode. The movie we're talking about the most is the one that's not a Christmas movie.
Hey, you know what? This movie's a gift to me. How about that?
You know what?
I
sure.
believe you just found it in a random store.
Yeah, I found.
To be fair,
generated it.
Yeah,
I've seen it at Walmart before. Like they sometimes will do like these King Kong or Monster Movie bundles around Halloween, and it's just packed in there.
Yeah,
like I'll see like the free DVD sets of King Kong vs. Godzilla, King Kong Escapes, and the 2005 King Kong.
Right.
This one's Universal owns.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, no, this is just it's a DVD all on its own. It's a very simple DVD. There's no. There is subtitles.
I think that's the same. That's the same kind.
Because
that's the same kind that I got like over a decade ago from like Best Buy.
Yeah. I do own the Blu-ray with release, which I'm pretty sure is the same as a DVD, just on Blu-ray.
Mm-hmm. But does that come with both versions or
no?
Okay.
I don't think America's ever released both versions.
Universal has the rights, so it's the same situation as King Kong versus Godzilla. They're only releasing that version.
Okay.
Remember, when Criterion did the Showa set, they included the Japanese version of the movie on as a bonus feature on the 8th disc.
Right.
They put it on as a loophole.
Right. Yeah. I mean,
the version that's on the actual King Kong vs. Godzilla disc is the Universal American edit.
Right. Yes. Exactly. Yeah. I mean, even still, I think this is a cute DVD. What year is it from? Well, it says.
I think it's definitely from like 2000.
Yeah.
No, I think it's from earlier.
It says.
Are you sure?
I'm seeing a copyright 2005 at the bottom, so I'm assuming around that.
I remember that one. That's the same one that Best Buy put out like first, I think, or at least that I remember from Best Buy.
Yeah. I mean, it's still a cute DVD. It's literally just the movie with subtitles, but I'm entirely fine with that. I think it's a cute DVD, and it's a cute movie for what I saw. So, like, I'm obviously keeping the DVD.
Another one for the archive.
Yeah, the Too Many Movies archive, if you will.
And I watched this on archive.org.
Okay, well, there you go. Archive.org.
I do own the Blu-ray, so like I do have it legally as well.
Mm-hmm.
Just, the other version of the movie.
Yeah.
Because that's the version I've watched before this.
Mm-hmm.
How does it feel knowing this is a Toho Rankin Bass film?
Honestly, if there had to be one, I'm glad it's this one.
It would have been.
Imagine if they made one with like dinosaurs, like the last one ever.
Is that a thing?
Mafoony's going to guilt trip us into watching the Last Dinosaur and then The Legend of Dinosaurs and Monster Birds for an episode later.
Sure.
Okay, it'll be hard because the thing with The Last Dinosaur is Richard Boone in that movie, he looks worse than Kong does in this movie, so it'll be hard.
Well, also, it's like, is that one available physically still?
Warner Archive, probably.
Right. I have the discotheque version of Dinosaurs and Monster Birds.
That's going to be harder for Hal to find in his store.
Well, yeah, because you're not going to find discotheque stuff in stores.
Maybe
You
someone
can
returned it.
sometimes, I guess, find Warner Archive stuff some places, but that's also hard too. He would have to explicitly go out of his way to order them.
Although there's a VHS of Legend of Dinosaurs, so you might be able to find that.
All right. You know what? I'll go to the next time I'm at Mr. Cheapo's. I will try and find this VHS because at this point it's probably there.
Oh yeah, we manifested it 5 minutes ago.
Probably, yeah. I mean, look, I'm 6 hours away from Long Island, so it's not happening anytime soon. But the next time I go, I'll be sure to look for it, unless I forget.
Oh my god, there's even a double feature with the Octoman available at Walmart.
I guess I could just go to Walmart, but I don't like my local Walmart, so I don't want to go to that.
To be fair, I don't think anyone likes their local Walmart.
No, it's never good.
It's just a Walmart.
Yeah, but I've never liked my times at Walmart, so I'm not going back there.
To be fair, when does anyone like their times at Walmart?
Exactly.
They have all these registers, but only 2 of them are actually open.
Oh, you have 2 open? Lucky you.
I don't understand why they don't have more people there. It's like they're an actively big employer. Just have more registers open.
But the CEOs need more money to save. Come on, Will. You need to let them have their third jet.
Their third jet? Their third New York jet?
Their third jet. Their third private jet.
Is this the Jet 6 holiday?
Yes.
So now what?
We can end here.
Good movie.
I'm pretty content with ending it here.
Who would win in a fight, Jack Frost or Kong?
Now, which Kong and which Jack Frost?
What if all of them...
You know what? Okay, this Kong against every Jack Frost we've talked about. Individually and then as a free-for-all.
Okay. Individually, let's say... I think Slasher Jack Frost has it over Kong. Michael Keaton Jack Frost is immediately getting smushed by this Kong. And then this Jack Frost, let's see. As a human, squash. As Jack Frost with powers, he's
kind of invisible and intangible.
Yeah, so I think he would win over Kong.
Can Slasher Jack Frost use a bunch of ice to turn into his own giant monster?
Probably.
Yeah,
that would be a fight.
Yeah, I mean, because he can...
I have not watched the second movie yet, but there is a non-zero chance that could happen.
I have seen the second one. I don't remember anything about it. So, as far as I know, yes.
What about the giant monster at the end of AJ Goes to the Dog Park?
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. All right. Mafoony, shout out your stuff.
Oh, well, hopefully, and this is big fingers crossed, I'm hoping I don't procrastinate this, I will be doing a video hopefully soon. I just need to edit it, get off my ass and edit it.
Okay.
About the new Jackie Chan film, The Shadow's Edge.
Okay.
On my YouTube channel. So hopefully I'll have that up this month.
Oh, cool.
Hopefully now that I finally found someone who uploaded the movie in decent quality online, I can use clips from that and hopefully China won't claim it.
Mm-hmm. And
there's a lot of things I still need to watch because I need to see that. I need to see Nobody. Davis offered to give me his login for Crunchyroll to watch Legend of Hey.
Hey.
And I said, hey.
What a wonderful
I would say it's maybe Jackie Chan's best movie since 2004.
That's crazy. What came out in 2004?
I mean, he's had some good ones, but like, this is the first time I've ever been like, okay, this is good enough to be like, get that sacred 4.5 star rating out of 5.
That's crazy. Yeah. But William,
it's nice that like within the last year we got Samo in Twilight of the Warriors and we got Jackie in Shadow's Edge.
Can Yunbiao get something?
Yeah, can you get something next?
Please.
Maybe he'll be in the next Twilight of the Warriors.
Twilight of the Warriors
it's like a Spider-Man meme where it's like the Spider-Man like depressed black scene where it's like when they're mean to Yunbiao in the Three Dragons movies, that's my reaction.
They should make the Iceman returneth.
Oh, he's gonna be like so old. Are they gonna de-age him with AI like a legend?
They're gonna actually increase his age.
Make him older.
I mean, we got Old Man Sammo Hung doing the jacket cape anime thing in Twilight of the Warriors.
But yeah, hopefully I'll have that video up. I just need to get off my ass and actually commit to it. I hate editing stuff, especially if it's clipped.
Don't I know it?
Yo, I also need to get off my ass because I finally recorded that audio this past week.
Yeah, dude, I'm excited.
Finished recording it.
Yeah,
yeah. I looked at the audio file, 4.5 hours.
Yeah, I'll finally know what this video is because I still don't know what it is.
The audience has no clue either.
Yeah, the audience has no clue. I have no clue.
It's Will just mogs me with like 4 hours of audio. Like, damn it.
That is something Will would do.
I only use the bad take, so it's only 2 hours instead.
Good.
It's going to be, I will say, it's going to be annoying getting footage for that video because of what it is. It's like, so what the fuck do I even use for footage here?
You can use...
Because it's like, spoiler, for a good chunk of it, I'm talking about music.
Right.
So like, how do I use, what footage do I use? I guess like music videos.
Yeah.
But also because copyrights, like, I can't actually play a lot of the music sometimes. So, we'll find out how this goes.
We'll figure it out.
I had friends in the booth with me when recording, so I knew that whenever I heard an "Oh my god" or "I hate you," I knew I was doing something right with the jokes.
I can't wait to see it though. But thank you for forcing me to talk about King Kong Escapes, you two. I mean, I would have not imagined anybody else on this episode.
I'm glad we get to talk about Kong 67.
Yeah. And
6, 7.
Yeah, and we'll talk about more Jack Frost stuff next year. And Mafoony, you're welcome to come to that one too.
Hell yeah!
Surprised Mafoony didn't shout out his one account on Twitter, but that would also ruin the joke.
Yeah, so don't shout it out.
We're not supposed to know it's you.
Oh, I get you.
Yeah,
I actually have a lot of accounts.
You gaslit Andy Shinkar one time.
No, he knew. He was just like, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Adi Shinkar's King Kong.
Yo, when are we getting the Adi Shinkar King Kong?
Right now.
Better or worse than the King Kong show from Rankin Bass?
From producer Adi Shankar and director Brad Ratner. Hey, why is Kong in Israel?
Kong is gonna climb the Tower of Tel Aviv. Why is Bryan Singer there? Why is Kevin Spacey here?
We know why Bryan Singer's there.
Yo, when can Kong beat the shit out of Victor Salva so I can watch Jeepers Creepers?
Honestly, you know what? Get that one clip that I shared earlier. I guess it was AI, that one clip of the gorilla doing something on glass. You know the one I'm talking about, right?
No, but I'll put it in the episode right here.
Ooh, he's turning around. Walk away, big guy.
I mean, you don't have to do it because apparently, unfortunately, it's edited with AI, but it's a gorilla defecating on like a glass in a zoo and it like explodes.
You know what? You know what? I'm gonna still put it in the episode. I'm gonna risk it. Let me just put it in the episode.
If I can clip it, I'm gonna find the post.
All right.
For some reason, that post blew up like really huge, and I'm like, why? I'm just quote retweeting something.
Okay, that's it, everybody.
Roman Polanski has been found dead in Paris. He was stepped on by Kong 67.
Everyone's hero. Just